Hi, welcome to Similar But Different, the podcast. Let's do that again. Okay. But I'm getting all the benefits.
Without having to pay.
Right.
Yeah, they screwed me. And then I found a bunch of friends that I was different from.
I think I'd like the gram more if I got hit up in my DMs.
Okay, this should probably end.
Hi, welcome to Similar But Different. Two friends discussing the everyday. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Rach.
I have a surprise for you today.
What's that?
Few socks. Maybe that. Wait.
Team Bride.
Yeah.
Team
Okay, I was like, did I put them on the right feet?
Oh, yeah. No, those are perfect. Yeah, those are from my my wedding.
Yeah.
I'm glad you like those.
Oh, bachelorette goodie bag.
Yeah,
I do.
well,
I think when you gave them to us, you were like, I don't know if y'all will ever wear them again. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I wear them regularly.
I wear mine so frequently that, and I just got the black version. Like, be cute.
Do they say my team?
Ooh, I like that. No, I think it. What do mine say?
I am bride.
I am bride. I'm bride. Bride to be. It's probably bride to be.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm glad we got there through joking. Through laughter, all things are possible.
I actually really don't remember though. That's kind of a concern, but we'll live with it. Great surprise. Hello there.
Hi.
Big fan. Yeah. So I know we talked about going to the movies. You recently went
Oh,
to
yeah.
see them because I think I literally said, "Hey, I want to go see this movie with you," and you were like, "I'm going with Skylar,"
Right.
and you did.
Yeah.
Without me.
Which it also surprised me, and I guess we'll get into this because you don't
I hate the movies.
go to the movies.
I hate the
But
movies.
yeah, Skylar and I saw the new Ghostbusters, and I really liked it. I think it's gotten bad reviews. I think Skylar he was more critical of it, but I thought it was good. I feel like with all these like continuations of popular classics, you kind of have to take them with a grain of salt.
Well, just don't compare it to the original because nothing will ever be as good as the original.
Exactly. I mean, even Ghostbusters 2 from the original
Sucked
series,
compared.
not very good.
Yeah.
We watched that recently to prep
Oh, nice.
for going to this. But yeah, I thought it was fun. But then I was like, oh yeah, because okay,
The reality is, I would have never gone to an actual movie theater with you to watch the movie. I
Right.
just wanted to see the movie.
yeah,
But like, I don't like going to movies.
yeah, we love going to the movies.
I don't
would say
understand.
Skylar loves it more than I do.
What
But
is
like,
it? What is it about a movie theater with other people sometimes clapping and chewing and laughing?
okay, well, so what's great about the movies now is they're eventually going to die because no one goes to the movies. And like, we saw one of the Quiet Place thriller films. Are you familiar with those?
Oh, yeah, but I don't like scary movies. But like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And we went and we were the only people in the theater. So to see like a thriller like that, where it is just like quiet the entire time, and to
Yeah,
be the only two people in the theater, it was awesome. Now, granted, I'm never going to rent out a theater, so I can't plan for that.
Yeah, no, you gotta plan. You gotta like prepare yourself. In my mind, prepare yourself mentally for other people to be around you.
Yeah. But I think
Is that the best thing since COVID?
is people don't want to be around
People
you.
don't want to
Yeah.
go to theaters, and so now you get it to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, even we saw like a 6:30 showing of Ghostbusters, and there was
Oh.
maybe 15 people in the theater,
Okay,
maybe.
interesting.
And it's funny because Skylar loves going to the movies, but if people are too loud, even before the previews start, I sense him starting to get annoyed, and I was like, the movie hasn't started. And he's like, I
Oh.
know, but what if when the movie starts,
It's still there. I understand that. I totally understand that.
can't go to the movies? Like, yes, there is an etiquette, but you are entering into the public, and you
Yeah.
can't control the public.
Yeah, and that's just something that as someone, if you like going to the movies, you accept that, and that's like, yeah, you're okay with it. As someone who hates going to the movies, I don't go because of those things.
We also, there are only, I think, well, one, we like going because it's just fun. I think, like, even though now pretty expensive, but like, just like activity to do to get out of the house for us. And, ooh, especially in like summer, and it's just so hot. And all you want to go do is go to a super air conditioned theater and get like an ice cold soda. And popcorn,
I'm like, I love your excitement. I can't. I just can't get on board with that.
I also imagine you thinking theaters are gross because
Yes.
they are.
They are disgusting. Everything, like, yeah. I'm trying to understand. I see your joy and excitement, and I feel none of it.
I think it's just part of it is the experience of it. And we are not people who just like go see everything in theaters. I actually want to say we maybe see a movie 4 times a year, so we don't even go all the time.
Oh, yeah, that's not as often as I would have thought.
But I think it's in particular Skylar will be like, "Oh, I really want to see this movie in theaters." And it's like some big like a Batman or something like that.
That's fair.
And that's more
Y-
fun.
Yeah. Okay. I know my feelings about theaters have changed over time because initially I was gung ho or okay. I don't know if I was like gung ho excited, but like I enjoyed going to theaters. Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
Like that was worth going to the theaters for me.
And especially with that type of thing, I feel like there's this like excitement, like you hear the theme music and it's just like
Yes.
everyone in there who loves Harry Potter
You
and
can
you're
feed
just
off of
like
that. Mm-hmm.
all excited for it.
Yeah. So I could
Like I think that energy for also certain stuff, even though they can be crowded,
yeah.
is fun because I don't like that. I essentially want a private movie theater experience, which
Yeah.
is kind of what you get now because people don't go to the movies, especially if you don't go opening weekend, which we did not.
Oh, okay.
Um
Do you guys ever do IMAX?
We did once. I didn't notice a difference. I feel like Skylar did, and it was for some
Like a
superhero movie
yeah.
that Skylar was like, we should see this in IMAX. We also did Barbenheimer. So we
Saw
did,
both?
yeah, we saw
Oppenheimer's like a
Oppenheimer,
3-hour movie.
and then we got, no, can't remember which one we did first, but we did one, then we got dinner, then we saw
Wow.
the next one. And now normally that is not something for me, but Skylar was really excited about it. And I was
Yeah.
like, cool. And Barbie was awesome. Oppenheimer was good, but way too long.
Yeah, that's what gets me. I need like an intermission.
Yeah. And
Like
go ahead.
I think they broke up like the Pearl Harbor movies because of that.
Yeah.
Like I know it might have just been because like VHSs couldn't hold how long the movie was.
Titanic was also on 2 VHSs.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But like I need that intermission.
Yeah.
Because 3 hour, and that's another reason why I don't like going to movies though. Sometimes, especially if I'm like drinking soda and eating popcorn, I gotta pee pee. But now I can't pee pee for this whole 2-hour movie.
Yeah. I will say I don't like that. And I drank a lot of water before we went to the movie.
Pre-movie.
I don't know how long Ghostbusters was. I'm assuming no more than 2 hours.
Probably not. Yeah,
And I
still a
peed
long time.
before the movie started, and then I think at least 2, maybe 3 times during the movie. And I think it was because I was like, okay, I'm very aware, kind of, I can see where this is going. This is a good part, like time for me. I can run to the bathroom. But with like another type of movie, I would,
Hold it.
I guess it depends on how bad it would get, but I would
Yeah.
be annoyed to leave and come back.
Well, then think about. I know you said there weren't a lot of people in the theaters, but I'm also thinking about the person that was sitting next to you that you had to like squeeze by all these people.
We
You
had a whole row to
typically
ourselves.
see, and that's perfect. But like, those times when I'm sitting and watching a movie and I'm holding in my pee, and the other people in the row are like, I have to get out because I have to go pee.
Oh yeah, that would be annoying.
Mhm.
So I think since COVID, I actually find myself getting way more overstimulated in like loud crowded places than I used to.
Yep.
Like
100%.
even at dinner, we went to Boca before the movie.
That's
So
cute.
good. And they have like garage door windows, so they
Mhm.
had them all open because it was so nice the other day. But
Mhm.
there were so many people because it was a nice day and loud, and I was just like, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, that drains my social meter. Like,
Um,
and that's what I when I watch a movie, I want to be able to like relax and enjoy this movie. But I'm so focused on things going on around me when I'm at a theater that I can't enjoy it. Or I wind up watching a movie and I come home and I'm drained because my social meter has been being used up throughout the movie.
yeah, I mean, I tend to be a main activity per day person,
Mhm.
so I'm okay with that if I see a movie at 6:30 and then I go home and it's 9 and
Yeah, and you're
I
drained. That's
kind of want
fair.
to go to bed.
I mean, this new post COVID era where the theaters aren't as crowded sounds better to me,
Yeah.
but also still sounds like something I'm not like I still would be like it's not better than my couch.
Yeah, I also think I like it. I'm just realizing this because at home, I actually feel like I'm more distracted because I kind of feel like I'm more okay with letting
Yeah.
myself fall asleep. I'll like grab my
Oh,
phone,
I'm weird.
I'll
I can't
pause
fall
it
asleep.
and stuff. And at the movie theater, I'm like,
You're
okay, I
enthralled. It's what your one task
paid for
is.
this.
Yeah. Oh,
Like, I don't think
money.
I have that thought, but I'm like, this is an event that I'm at. It's not me just like hanging out on the couch.
Okay, I can get that. I get that. I
And we also
hmm.
really love movie theater popcorn. And we'll
Oof,
usually
it is
go
better.
to
You can't get it at
either a
home.
dollar store or Aldi. The Aldi's next to the movie theater
Love Aldi.
in the city. And we'll get M&Ms and put the M&Ms in the popcorn if no one's ever done that. And you get a salty sweet. It's so good. And then
Ooh.
a big soda.
So you got to sneak in your own candy because the candy that you get at the movie theater, why do they need to charge you $15?
Oh, yeah. We bring in our own candy.
It's absurd to me.
Yeah.
Like I just
I brought my own water bottle
do
the
they
other
let you?
day. They don't know because I just put it in my purse. And I'm assuming teenagers are like, I don't care.
oh yeah, true. But I assume like isn't that like I imagine kids are trying to bring in alcohol or something.
Yeah, I brought in a water bottle because I was like, oh, I'll just fill it up at the water fountain. I'll bring it in empty because I'm sure they'll have to like check it and pour it out. They didn't.
Didn't check at all.
And maybe just because they're like, she's in her 30s. Like, they're not worried about me
There's like a group
causing
of
a
kids
ruck.
come in, they're like, we need to
Right.
check your everything.
Yeah.
What do you got in there?
Yeah. Um,
That's funny. I that is the one thing that's sad. And that's why I used to love the Bird Theater in
yes.
Carytown. Used to love it because they've changed. But it's this like boutique theater for those who don't know. Um it's been around forever and so the seats are terrible. Like the springs are still like either
I will
sticking
say, when
in.
you call it a boutique theater, it makes it sound like a fancy theater.
Oh no, it's not. I mean more of like
It's a historic landmark
yeah.
of Richmond, and it's just old, and I think like funded by donation. So it is a
Yes.
cool
Super cool.
theater. Like it's beautiful, but the seats are garbage.
Yeah.
Actually, I think they got new seats a few years ago.
So they did. They've changed. And not all of their changes are for the better.
Agreed.
But it used to be movies before they came out on like HBO or DVD, VHS type scenario. They had been in the theater for a while before they come out for you to purchase. The Bird did them, and it's like that's the coolest thing. And it was like $2.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The popcorn was the good movie theater popcorn. It was
Mhm.
also not expensive. It was like probably $5 for a tub of popcorn.
Yep.
And so you could go to the movies for $10, have popcorn, soda, ticket, sit in these seats. The seats weren't like anything to, brag home about, but it was enough to get you through an hour and a half
Yeah, there were
movie.
some seats you would avoid,
Yeah.
but
But so you get to go watch this movie. You get a little nice like organ guy playing the piano beforehand or whatever it is. Is it an organ or
yeah,
piano?
it's an organ.
It's an organ. Plays that beforehand. It's a little fun little like show on top of the show. Then you watch your movie and you go home and it was the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like I actually was okay with that even though that was like there was a lot of people. And you had to stand outside and wait sometimes in a line.
Oh yeah, because you can't get tickets in advance. They
Mm-mm.
would only. This has probably changed, but at the time they only took cash.
Yep.
And I remember when I found out where you lived, and I was like, "Oh, do you go to the Bird all the time?" Because
anymore.
we used to go all the time.
Used to.
I think you forgot to mention this. So yes, they did get new seats, great, but they also only started showing like old movies.
Yeah, they do like
and the tickets are like
weird shit.
$8.
Renaissance. Yeah, they jack the prices up. And I don't mind paying more, but you set a standard of like, hey, we're gonna do this. But you're charging more for movies that have like the old
Right.
movies.
And it
So
would be like, oh, you can see the original Ghostbusters. And
yeah,
I'm like,
I guess I
okay.
want to see that, but like not for $10.
Yeah.
I think it might actually be $10 a ticket now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm not going to pay the same price I would for a new movie
Yeah.
ticket.
They've gone off brand.
Yeah, I do know they got like a new owner or something. It was a big to do in the Richmond theater scene. And um yeah, I don't know, maybe their board changed and stuff because they're a nonprofit, but yeah,
it's
I don't like it anymore.
it's a bummer. I would love, and honestly, I'd be okay with paying. No, not the same as a movie theater ticket, but movie theater ticket is like $15 now, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't remember,
I feel like
but I feel like I would pay $8 for like Oppenheimer or Barbie has been out for a while. Let's say
Yeah.
before they were to, I don't know, they're probably already available everywhere. But if they were to put one of those movies up, I might be interested in that.
Sure.
Not Oppenheimer. I will never go to a 3-hour movie in theaters because
Yeah,
I
it's
am
way
going to
too
have to
long.
pee.
Yeah.
100%.
Um yeah.
Just I can't. I feel like I could just shit on theaters all day long.
Oh, okay.
But
I will
the joy
say
that it brings you makes me happy that
I
you get joy out
love a matinee because one, I love getting a deal,
of it.
and so and I love not being out at dusk because I'm the opposite of a vampire. I only want to be out during the day.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and so I'm like, oh, you get a little afternoon movie. It's cheaper than normal. It's like a fun thing to do, especially. I mean, I mentioned summer when you just need to escape that heat, but in winter when you just want to do something outside your house, it's nice. And we lost heat in our house for like 2 weeks years ago.
Went to the theater just to warm up.
Yes,
That's so.
yeah.
What?
We were like, we need to do an activity that's not in our house and can occupy us for hours at a time. So we're gonna go to the movies. We saw a lot of movies during that time.
Mm.
Okay, I actually got a hot dog at the movies within the last year for the first time ever. I've never gotten anything besides
Popcorn.
popcorn.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best hot dogs I've ever had.
I mean, I feel like that could also be just because people underestimate like the deliciousness of a hot dog
I guess, but I eat Costco hot dogs all the time.
because they're the best hot dogs.
Yeah.
And are you comparing this movie theater hot dog to a Costco hot dog? The all beef Franks?
I mean, I would have to do another taste test. Ah, the water.
We'll
Should
do
have
it.
started this episode with that one. We'll do it another time. But
Yeah, taste. I do think people are like, "Oh, hot dogs are disgusting," which totally can understand why people might think that
I
because it is just
honestly probably think the ones at the movie theater are just soaking in hot dog
water
juices, and they're
boiling up.
probably disgusting. But from my tasty buds, they're delicious.
They taste so good. It's absurd how you can literally just put a strip of ketchup and mustard on this like ground up intestinal some meat shoved in a thing
casing.
and then put around some carbs and it's delicious.
Yeah.
Like that's like on tap for dinner for us this week.
Oh
Is
wow.
hot dogs, but we do chili cheese dogs and they're venison hot dogs.
Okay.
Love
I was
it.
like, yeah, I don't. As kids growing up, we would have hot dogs a lot. And I feel like I only ever have hot dogs now if we're like having a cookout.
Underestimate the value of a hot dog.
Yeah.
I enjoy them. Chili cheese dog night is the best.
So if I invited you to the movies and said I'd get you a hot dog, would you come?
Movie theater hot dog. Ugh. I mean, I'm bougie now. I only eat like venison hot dogs.
Right, with your
All
hydro
meat,
water.
all real venison leftovers. No, maybe. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I love a hot dog. I could talk. Yeah. And I don't like that people call them glizzies because that's the
Ugh.
dumbest thing I think I've ever fucking heard.
Yeah, I don't think I know anyone who calls them that. So
I think I'm thankfully don't hang out with a crowd that young that calls it a glizzy.
so it's a young people thing.
I think it's a young person thing.
Okay, interesting.
I saw it on the Instagram Reels, which means it was on TikTok probably for a long time before
Right.
that.
So maybe they don't even call them that anymore.
They might
So
not.
much time has passed once it's hit the gram.
They might not. You know what they don't call a glizzy though is the hot dog eating contest. So it's a hot dog, 100% a hot dog, because it's called the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, I've never watched that. It seems really gross.
I don't know. It's kind of funny.
I just
They're like dunking it in water and shoveling.
honestly like devaluing. Like it's insulting to the quality of the dog.
But the dogs are not necessarily quality. Like a hot dog is never going to be quality.
Okay.
but it's tasty.
We're gonna get back to the movie theaters,
Oh,
but
we will. We will.
like I enjoy eating so much
Mm-hmm.
that I never want to just and I eat fast. I'm not gonna pretend that I like
I don't
really
savor it.
slowly eat and savor my
Nope.
food. But
Fucking
when I
gobble it
eat,
down.
I do want to like sit and enjoy it. Like
Mhm.
as a contest, that is nothing to me.
Yeah,
Like quickly eating something over the sink, no. Even if I'm gonna like sit for 2 seconds,
I'm
I
gonna
want to be
sit.
like, I want to sit, maybe watch a little show for 15 minutes,
Ooh, sometimes though, when that food's fresh out of the microwave,
and you'll
I've
just eat it
heated
over
it
the
up.
sink.
Sometimes I'll just the doors of the microwave still open and I'm like shoveling it in my face.
Okay, yeah, I've
God, I
never
love
done that.
food.
I don't want to burn my tongue.
I don't know what it is. I dance when food comes in front of me. Like the smell of it. Yes.
I will sometimes pretend that I can do two things at once. Like I will make my lunch and then bring it to my desk to eat it, which
Yeah,
then turns
doesn't
into
work.
me eating at my desk for 10 minutes
Or
and then going
working
back to work.
and having cold food by the time you remember that I need to be eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Um,
Hot dogs.
but
Movies.
gross things and movie theaters.
Movie theaters.
I also, because of COVID, I'm so like aware of germs more so and stuff now. I'm just like, these theaters are not cleaned.
No.
The cup, like, just think about like what's in the cup holders. There's probably like cum on everything. I
Oh
don't know.
God.
And you're just sitting there in it.
Ugh.
And then
Mm.
okay, so I did go to the bathroom so many times during the movie. And why is it that in a bathroom with multiple stalls, there is always one bathroom filled with poo?
Yeah, that I don't understand that.
Like there's always a stall that is clogged with toilet
I
paper.
mean, I feel like we've had this discussion before. Like, I 100% will do everything in my power to never do a number two in a public setting. Like,
Oh, I'll go anywhere.
yeah, I will. I will not. And so it baffles me that not only in a place where I try not to even go to the bathroom at all because I'm watching a movie. People are just going into the fucking toilet in a movie theater and just sitting on the toilet, scrolling through reels, shitting their brains out.
Okay.
What?
I do
Like,
not I feel like maybe I'm in the minority in this, but I do not scroll through my phone while I'm on the toilet, but I'm like in and out.
well, yeah, that's fair.
And I also feel like if it's not an in and out
That's
situation, then
fair.
I'm like
Men do that.
concentrating on getting it out.
Men do
So,
that though. Men will just, well, I say men. That's what my husband does.
yeah.
So I think all men do what he does. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, I don't know. It, like, I guess it, you mentioned these are teenagers that are working at these movie theaters. My assumption is that they're like, fuck that. I'm not cleaning up this shit.
No, I wouldn't.
Someone clogged
They're
it.
getting paid nothing.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't blame them. I get what, but here's the problem. Who out there is shitting at a movie theater?
Me. Now, I'm not a clogger of toilets. Like I think some people are and some people aren't. I don't know if it's like
Mind
the
blown.
density of the product that's coming out, but like that's just not a problem I've had. And
Oh, shit.
but if I gotta go, I'm going. Now, I might try to avoid like a porta potty poop because
Yeah.
there's potential splashing. Ah, it's so gross. But I have used a porta potty in my younger years.
I mean,
do
I've
that.
used a porta potty because that's
poop?
all that was available. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
Then
yeah,
I'm just like, if I have to go, I'll have to go.
fair. But like at a movie theater.
What am
The
I
mi-
gonna do? Either I'm gonna go home or
Yeah.
wait the
Yeah.
45
I'm
minutes
going to
until the
go
movie's
home.
over.
I'm going to go home. I'm going to wait or go home.
I think it depends on the situation because if I'm having like a cramping type situation, then I'm like,
Going home.
I have actually, no, I wouldn't go home. I would sit at the toilet in the movie theater and get it out.
Yeah. This is where we are different.
Now, while I'm on the toilet,
Oh, shit.
while I'm on the toilet, I'd be thinking, I wish I was at home.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I would not be, and still,
I mean, the one benefit of that, I suppose, is that
risk getting home.
everybody else is watching the movie, so you got that thing to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what?
I think
If
that
I
is
hear
so
someone
funny.
having that experience in the theater in a
In the
public
bathroom?
bathroom, I'm like, That sucks. I'm not like, oh, that's so embarrassing for them. I'm like, we've all been there.
Oh, I wouldn't
Except
say
for Jen, who's
embarrassing.
driving home.
Yeah, I would say you should have gone home. You would have been happier
Can you
had you gone
imagine if
home.
I am like literally losing all of my shit and a stranger just says, you should have gone home?
But in my mind, like those type of shits, you're not going to a movie theater when you feel that way.
Well, you don't plan for it. Like sometimes you have a glizzy and then you're like, I need a shizzy.
You just used glizzy and I hate it. And shizzy.
I also hated it, but I saw the opportunity and I took it.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I like that, but that was fucking hilarious. Yeah, no, that's fair. If you okay, if you're eating like shit and everything feels fine up until, 30 minutes into this movie and you're like, fuck, and you just go to the bathroom, let it out and come back, sure.
Yeah, I would never leave the house feeling that way.
That's fair. If I felt like shit, I'm out. I'm gone. Like if all of a sudden I felt like a shit was coming, not felt like shit, felt like a shit was coming, I'm out. I'm going home.
Now, what if you're at a restaurant and you're mid meal? You haven't paid yet.
Am I at a restaurant in Richmond?
I don't understand why this matters. So, yes.
So if I'm on vacation and I'm not in the city of Richmond where my home is, then yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Wait. So, you're a travel shitter? You're not like a hometown shitter?
Well, I just don't have the luxury of getting back to my home where I feel comfortable.
Oh, okay. I understand. I thought
And
you were like someone I know might come in.
oh
or
no, no.
something.
It's more of like, I can go home to my comfort of
But what if it's like you're renting an Airbnb or like you're in
Yeah,
Mexico?
I mean,
You still have a place that is your temporary home.
for sure. And if it's convenient, 100%. But I'm thinking like I'm traveling, I'm eating like shit anyways because I'm traveling out and about. So sure, I'll shit in public in those scenarios. I'm gonna try everything I can to hold it so I could potentially make it home. But yeah, I don't know. The movie thing gets me though. I like the movie thing gets me.
What if
It's so
so would
disgusting.
you I got more questions. So I'm imagining you're at the movies, you feel it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not even gonna try to go to the bathroom. You're gonna say, person I'm at the movies with, we need to leave.
It's not a we thing.
Well, if you drove us there,
Yeah, it's oh, this movie's just starting and I've got a grumble tummy. Like the Bee Gees are just
so you're
spin
saying
up in
I'm
here.
gonna drive home, you good?
Yep.
It was your ride.
And I'll come back and get you. I might even come back and enjoy the rest of the movie.
No, you wouldn't. Are you serious? Maybe it's Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
No, but like actually, you would drive all the way home.
what's all the way? Like I'm assuming I
10
went to
minutes.
yeah,
but
10
still.
minutes. I'm going to drive 10 minutes home. I'm going to enjoy my shit. Probably recover because I clearly if it was something that bad, I have to recover from. And then I drive back out there.
Wow.
Yep.
Now, what if it is a solo? What is the topic of this episode? Shitting at the movies.
We do love a combo
It
about
always comes
shit.
back to poop.
Always comes back to poop.
Okay, what if it is a like single bathroom situation?
Doesn't matter.
But I was wondering if it's bothering you that just like other people in stalls next to you.
Nope. It's a public thing. I don't know what it is. It like the fact that I don't know if it yeah, it doesn't matter. Cuz we have like for example, at the place that I work, they have bathrooms shared and then like two like larger bathrooms that are private, have a
Mhm.
shower in there and all that stuff. Really nice. If I have to go to the bathroom, I'm like that, I'm probably going to go home cuz it's 5 minutes away.
Okay, so when we worked together
Yep.
and it was 25 minutes away.
I had to do it at the office.
Okay.
And in those scenarios, I'm not ashamed of it. Like
Well,
that's
you
just
should not be.
yeah, you shouldn't be ashamed of pooping. I'm just gonna go. But the problem is I hate every second of it. It's just a dirty thing to me. Like one, it's disgusting. Totally understand that. And so then I'm like, in a public place. Other people are shitting here. So that I guess while I'm just thinking about all of the duty particles that are just sitting everywhere.
Yes. Lots of duty particles. I
Yeah.
honestly feel like we could do so many episodes about pooping.
100%. 100%.
Um,
We just sprinkle them in here and
okay.
there. Like pooping at the movies. It's a no-go for Jen. Rachel's like, sign me
always
up.
gonna go. I actually leave my house, go to the movies,
Do
shit
shit.
there, and then go back home.
Oh, it's good. It's funny.
Okay, well, in conclusion, I guess for your main reason for not going to the movies, is it paying for something that you can watch at home in 2 weeks on streaming? Is it filth? And that includes, so I guess like germs in general, for including like other
People who take their fucking shoes off and shit.
or is it just okay? People shouldn't do that.
People are trash.
Or like I'd be okay if I did it because I know my feet are clean, but I wouldn't because it's unacceptable. Or is it like you don't like to do stuff?
Ooh.
What is the biggest?
Ooh. The
reason?
largest thing is that I am not going to pay for something that's going to be a lesser, inferior experience than if I didn't have to pay for it. Let's go with that.
Sure. Okay. Well, with that logic, 100% that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
like
if
not
you
a better
see it as an inferior experience too.
inferior because of
Yeah.
all those things you mentioned.
Sure.
The dirtiness, the people. I don't like to socialize with people, so I don't
Well,
like to
I'm
go
not
out.
socializing with the other people in the theater.
Just being around people, the clappers and the people that are really loud.
Okay, well, actually, I will say we saw the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie,
Ooh, that's different.
and we saw it at the drive-in theater, and that was fun.
I can get on board with that, but that's also because like
You're supposed to be
it's
up
a
and about
concert, and their
yeah.
concerts are fun. Like I've been to a concert, and I'm okay with the people that can't sing that are screaming in my ear because you know what? We're both having a great fucking time.
Yeah, okay. Ooh, concerts should be
Concerts.
another
Yeah, we could do that one.
episode, but
Future date.
yeah.
Movie theaters, no one should go,
Well,
according to Jen.
I'm a no one. I think they're a fun treat. I also like now that you can reserve your seats.
Didn't know that was
is
a thing. Didn't know that.
I like that because we like to sit at the if it's like tiered in the second tier on the row with the bar, so I can put my feet up.
Up.
Yeah.
Yep. I like that idea. And then so you're putting your feet up, shoes on. We need to clarify that.
Yes.
And then the people behind you are trying to put their feet up, probably shoes off.
No, they can't.
On you.
They can't do that because that's on my chair.
People do what they want.
Okay, I don't know what kind of like hooligans you've been going to the movies with, but I do want to say before we wrap up, bad movie theater etiquette.
Yeah.
My friend went to the movies years ago, and this was before this movie theater did not have assigned seats. She just went to a movie random middle of the day. She was the only person in the theater. And then a woman comes in and sits right next to her.
Oh, nope. I'm saying something.
And
I'm saying something.
It was a theater with like reclining chairs, and the woman couldn't figure out how to make it work. And so she then like asked my friend
in the
how
middle
to
of the
get
movie. The movie had started.
I don't know if the movie had started.
Ooh.
But can you imagine? And then like, so it sounds like you would say something. This is a good thought experiment.
I'm either saying something or I'm getting up and moving.
Yeah,
And
I feel like
while I'm getting up, I'm saying all these seats, and you chose this one.
I would not say anything because of who I am as a person.
I'm saying it.
But I probably would move after thinking about it for a long time and texting other people. Can you believe this is happening?
Yeah, okay.
Maybe I would like go to the bathroom and then
sit somewhere when you came back.
Like, would I also imagine
I will
just
make
like
it a
getting
point.
up and moving one seat over?
Yeah, 100%.
In my memory, because I talked to her about this recently, in my memory, I thought it was, oh, maybe it was an assigned seat thing, and they just like the computer just picks one for you, and like if you don't choose one, it'll just like plop you next to someone.
Yeah.
And
And
she
I'm
didn't
so much of a
know.
robot that I don't look around and see that no one else is in the theater and that I just gotta sit in my
And
assigned
I was like,
seat.
well, maybe she's a rule follower, and it's like I gotta sit in my assigned
out.
seat because I'm a rule follower. But in that situation,
You,
I
as a rule
100%
follower,
would not have.
okay, you're gonna make your own decision in the
Yeah.
beginning. Like, what? You're gonna be out of your mind.
Yeah. Or I would have, assuming it was an assigned seat, I would have sat there and then be like, the movie's starting. I'm moving now.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind
Fair.
of like what you do in an airplane.
Yeah. True. Cool. Yeah.
But
don't
in
know.
this scenario, there was
Ugh.
not assigned seats, and she just sat right next to my friend.
Was she an older lady?
I believe so. Yeah.
So if it was an older lady, I wouldn't have been like verbally mean. I may have been like,
If it was a man, I would have been scared.
yeah, that would have been weird. And then a man in this situation, I'm gonna say, what the hell, bro?
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm here alone, but why are you here alone, sitting next to me here alone? It's getting
I think
creepy.
it's okay to be there alone.
I'm not saying it's not.
but
I'm not. I just mean that like.
I think if a woman by herself in a movie theater, and then all of a sudden a man and just who I don't know sits right next to me at the theater, I'm like,
There's no one
"Oh,
else in the
this-
theater."
and this is dangerous.
Yeah, that's creepy. That's creepy. But then also the older lady, yeah, like I wouldn't like verbally abuse her. I might be
That's
like,
good.
yeah, I might say like,
This isn't how it works, lady.
yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna move. It does have to do with you, but I want some privacy. And then she'll say, "Why are you at a movie theater if you want privacy?" Because
That's a good point.
and I will be like, "That is a valid point, Grandma. I
Yeah. I don't feel like you actually need the confrontation. You can just move.
just get up and leave."
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see.
All right. Well,
Movie theaters. There's a right way and a wrong way to do things. Okay. And since I can't handle people making sure they do it the right way, I just don't go.
and that's fair.
That's the way it works.
It's like, don't complain if you don't vote. type
100%.
situation.
Like I don't like it, so I don't go. I
Yeah.
don't go to it, and that's my opinion.
All right. Well, I accept, which I don't always. So, please, I want to know everyone else's experiences at the movies. Ooh, if you have weird movie going,
If you're one of those gross
stories,
people I was talking about, let me know what gross things you do.
if
'cause-
you're that old lady, let us know.
yeah,
Again,
sorry.
I'm assuming she's old. I
Sorry,
don't know.
Grandma.
My friend, she can give me the full
Yeah.
story, and we can update everyone.
Toast.
But thank you so much for watching and or listening. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Share with your friends. You can find us on YouTube at Similar But Different Pod, on Instagram at Similar But Different Pod, and you can email us similar-but-different-pod@gmail.com. We are everywhere you can find podcasts, and we would love if you left us a review.
But a positive one, because like mean reviews are fucked up.
Well, I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But then maybe stop listening. Don't like hate listen. You know.
Actually,
But
I kind of want you to
constructive
hate listen.
feedback.
Hate
is
listen to
fine.
us and give us all the shit.
That's true. Just like hate listen over and over again.
I'll
It's
take it.
the views that matter.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, sensual.